Was I speeding?
Yes, you were.
No, I was not. What did you clock me at?
Sir, I did not clock you.
How fast do you think I was going?
You're going over 10% over the speed limit.
So if the speed limit here is it 20 or 25? I was doing 16. Is it 20 or 20? Is it 20 or 25 right here?
If you say you're doing 16, that is your interpretation.
Is it 20 or 25 right here?
I don't know.
Is it 20 or 25 right here?
I don't know.
Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. Today's video is coming to us from Last American Patriot on YouTube. This event occurred on June 3rd, 2022 in Midland, Texas with the Midland Police Department. Contact information for the department is in the description below. The victim in this incident gets pulled over for having his cell phone in his hand, but when the driver calls out the cop for lying about that, the cop says that the driver was speeding. When the victim asks the cop what the speed limit is, the cop has no clue. So he's called out on his BS for the phone, called out on his BS for the speeding, but the cop still wants to get ID out of the driver. Enjoy the video and make sure to head over to Last Patriot's channel to subscribe. This interaction, forced on this man by the police, has motivated him to go out in search of bad cops. So there will be more content coming on this channel.
Sir, I'm Officer Gilpin, Midland Police Department, sir. Ma'am. And so the reason why you got pulled over as you passed me, I noticed you had your phone up.
No, my phone's right here.
Well, maybe it was my mistake then I stand corrected.
Have a good day.
No, you're not free to go. You seem to be in a hurry, sir.
Was I speeding?
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Okay, you weren't speeding?
No, sir.
All right, your license, please.
Do you have me clocked for speeding, or did you pull me over for that? Because that's the first time you told me
yes,
you pulled me over for that. Now you're telling me speeding.
Let me start over. Okay.
Please do.
I said I noticed you with your phone. You corrected me. You said your phone was us up. You didn't have your phone in your hand, so I was mistaken.
So then you got me for something else now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You have a supervisor?
I do have a supervisor. So
why don't you get him out here?
Your license, please.
What did you clock me at?
Sir, I did not clock you.
Exactly. So I wasn't speeding because I saw you whenever I turned off of Garfield, and I am obviously not going to speed past a cop. Whenever I passed you, I was going 16 miles an hour. It's 25 on these roads, 20 or 25 on these roads.
My supervisor is quite a distance away. I'm going to give you a warning and let you go. You want to talk to my supervisor?
Great.
All right, I'll call my supervisor.
So you're holding me here...
You asked for your supervisor.
Because you're asking for my license for no reason, because I wasn't speeding. I'm not going to give you my license unless I was speeding.
All right, so you want to...
So if you're good with it and I can drive away, I don't need your supervisor. Okay. But if you want my license and you're going to violate my Fourth Amendment, you're absolutely getting your supervisor.
Do you want me to call my supervisor?
Do you want my license?
Yes, I want your license.
Yes, your supervisor.
Okay. All right. 1330. So those are fellow officers, not my supervisor. Supervisor outside town, so he's coming over, okay?
Great use of resources there.
I'm sorry?
Great use of resources there.
Okay, you asked for a supervisor, so.
Well, because you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment.
Sir?
Are you or are you not? Why do you need my license if I wasn't speeding? If I didn't commit an infraction, why do you need my license?
Visually.
You can't pace from sitting still. You cannot pace from sitting still.
I'm not going to argue with you, okay?
Well, then prove your point.
So let me explain.
How do you know I was speeding? I'll sit here and shut up. You tell me how you know I was speeding.
Visually, you came up rapidly behind me. You were speeding. My interpretation. I didn't get your radar, so that is why I told you were speeding. Okay?
You don't know that, so you don't get my license.
You don't have to give me a license. You want a supervisor? I asked you. I was gonna give you a verbal. Let you go. You want my supervisor? My supervisor's on his way. So that's where.
No. You wanted my license to give me a verbal. This all would have been done if you wouldn't have said you needed my license for nothing.
You heard what I said? All right, so
that you don't know any violation and you wanted my license.
You were speeding.
I was not speeding.
That's your interpretation and mine.
No, that's the fucking truth, because it said 16 miles an hour on. I'm telling the truth. You wanted to ID me. You guys don't like it when citizens don't bow down to you.
So you don't have to bow down to me.
Then let me be on my damn way without violating my Fourth Amendment.
You can argue and say what you want to say.
Get out of my fucking face, dude. Why do you have me stop right now?
You want me to start over?
And I will too.
Okay,
and
sir.
we can shake hands and be done. I will calm down.
Sir, I'm calm. Exactly, sir. So I'm driving. I saw you behind me. I saw the phone up. I thought you had your phone in your hand. Okay? So I pulled you over because of the phone. When I came up to here, you corrected me and told me, and this, you're right, it's on the mount. You said it was on the mount. I said, sir, I stand corrected. Exactly.
Have a good day. You're on your way.
No, and I said you were speeding. You said we're going to start over. That's where
We're starting over, but you're still wrong. We can start over,
Sir,
but
I
you're
can be
still
wrong.
wrong.
You can be right. We can all be
Okay.
going back and forth. I'm just explaining. You asked me to start over. So I said you were speeding. You came up behind me. I pulled over, visually caught you speeding. You said you weren't speeding. Okay, that's your interpretation, and you're the driver. You have the right to say what you believe is the truth. I can't dispute what you say is the truth. I'm just saying what I saw and what I interpret. And I did not get you on radar. You're exactly right. I did not.
Okay.
So I said you were speeding. I asked your license. You said no. You said I'm violating your Fourth Amendment.
Absolutely.
I said, okay. You said you want a supervisor. I said, okay, I was going to give you a verbal and let you go. I said, my supervisor's on the side of town. I can call him if you want the supervisor. And I did.
If you got to have that license, I want to talk to the supervisor.
And that's where we are. So at the end of the day,
I'm
not trying to violate your Fourth Amendment right.
But you're holding me, but you are.
Sir, and I told you again.
You're in a gray area right now, right?
What's the gray area?
You are detaining me right now.
Yes.
For invoking my Fourth Amendment.
That has nothing to do with Fourth Amendment.
It does, because you don't get that license unless I made an infraction.
It has something to do with me having probable cause that you have violated.
I'll tell you what, you go back there and write a ticket for me speeding, and we can meet in court, but only if you write a ticket for to yourself for not using a blinker whenever you got over. When you got over right here and I passed you, no blinker used. So if you write a ticket to yourself for not blinkering, for not signaling to get over, you can write a ticket to me too.
Get over where?
Right here, whenever you parked right here.
When you got behind me. I get over in?
You got over to park.
There's only 2 lanes.
You got over to park.
I did not get over to park. So again, it's your interpretation, my interpretation.
Okay. I'll take the ticket if you want to write yourself.
I'm not going to write myself a ticket.
Because the state can never be wrong.
The state can be wrong.
You're wrong right now, buddy.
And I did not pull
You're wrong right now. You pulled me over for that phone.
It's a single lane.
You pulled me over for that phone and you were wrong.
And I corrected myself. I told you
But you still got to get that license. It's like crack to you guys. I don't understand that. You got to have it. Let me have that license. I don't want as a citizen, I don't want my information entered into a database any more than it has to be.
And sure, okay, you can say that. I wasn't even going to enter you. I was going to look at the license and give you a road.
But you don't get to do that unless I've done something wrong.
Sir, my interpretation again.
So you think that? How fast do you think I was going?
You're going over 10% over the speed limit.
You're out of your mind, bro.
Sir, my interpretation.
You're out of your mind. So if the speed limit here is it 20 or 25? I was doing 16. Is it 20 or 20? Is it 20 or 25 right here?
If you say you're doing 16, that is your interpretation.
Is it 20 or 25 right here?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
No, you tell me.
You don't. Either way. So if it's 20, 10% over would be 22.
If it's 25, 10% over is 2.5 miles.
Yeah. Okay, so 27.5.
Yeah.
So you visually saw me going 27.5 miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
You need to get recalibrated, man.
Okay. Your interpretation of recalibration, then it's fine.
You're in the wrong.
Sir,
you're in the wrong.
We're going to argue. And
you're in the wrong. There's no fucking argument because you're in the wrong.
We're arguing right now. We're talking.
There's no argument. I'm telling you what the truth is.
But I'm
being molested by my government for doing nothing wrong because you have to have my ID.
Because you violated a traffic offense, yes.
No, I didn't.
Again, your interpretation.
You're a fucking liar, dude. Don't come back up to this car. Get your supervisor. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Anyway,
not talking to you anymore. You're a liar.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how you doing?
What can I do for you, man?
I'm wondering why I'm still here.
Well, apparently you called for a supervisor.
Because he wants my license when I have committed no traffic infraction. When your officer first got up to this vehicle, he said he pulled me for this.
Okay.
Because that's up there. When that was wrong, then he tells me that I'm speeding. I know for a fact I wasn't. I looked down at 16. The whole time I was behind him and past him, I looked down, I was 16 miles an hour.
Okay.
But he wants to get my license. He already told me he hasn't clocked me. He estimated my speed from a standstill, which you can't pace from a standstill. He says I'm going 10% over the posted speed limit.
Okay.
From a standstill, he knows this. I'm not giving up my license unless you're threatening to take me to jail.
Okay.
I'm not the war you guys want right now with all y'all have going on. I was going 16 miles an hour, but I'm not going to let him violate my Fourth Amendment when he was wrong.
Okay. So what do you want now? What is it that
I want to be unmolested from my government and on my way.
Okay.
It's not funny
Well, I mean, you sat here waiting for me when.
because he wouldn't let me go.
Okay. All you need to do is verify that you have a driver's license.
Not going to do it. He doesn't have a reason to see it.
Well, now, yeah, actually, we do have a reason.
What reason is that?
Because we can actually stop you to check your driver's
No,
license.
you can't.
Yes, we can.
Not unless I've committed an infraction.
We actually can. I searched the traffic code. It'll tell you right there. But that's all he wanted to verify. He's going to send you on your way.
No.
So, go. I'll let you go. Go.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Wilson.
Wilson. Badge number?
330.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This detainment lasted over 40 minutes, and I guarantee the driver of this truck did have better things to do. So I want to say thank you for spending your precious time to stand up to the tyrants and just say no. The truth is that you truly can make things a lot easier on yourself in the moment by just complying with tyrants and unlawful orders. But in the long run, you make things a lot worse for you and for your future generations. If you have any questions or concerns for this police department, their contact information is in the description below.